And we are back. For many young immigrant and refugee women, navigating life in a new country comes with countless challenges, from finding a sense of belonging, legal hurdles, and accessing the support they need to thrive. There is one organization stepping up to provide a safe, empowering space for these young women, as well as gender-expansive youth. Now, through free legal aid, mental health advocacy, leadership training, and community building, they're fostering resilience and creating pathways for brighter futures. And join me now to share more from the Brave House, our leadership advocate, Yaniel Wynter. And then we've also got mental health advocate, Joy Dumas. And thank you so much for being with us.
Right on. Thank you so much for having us.
Glad to have you.
We're
glad to have
be
you.
Here.
And talking about like the climate, we all know the climate that's going on right now and a lot of pressure being felt by so many people. What's it like under your doors right now?
That's a great question, and a question that we're getting a lot these days. How are you responding to the new administration? How are people feeling? What's the vibe? And the way that we are responding is staying consistent. We, like you said, are providing legal services and also mental health services, and also spaces for community and having a good time for young people who are understandably going through a lot of personal stressors outside of what's happening in the political climate around them. So a big part of what we're focusing on right now is fostering safe spaces where people can feel comfortable and also get the support that they need and get the questions that they're having about their legal status or what have you answered.
Yeah. And yeah, talk to me a little bit about immigrants, right? Because that's the core, that's the core, the talk of the day, the quota that's trying to be reached by ICE, and we know that things are going on there. When you talk about immigrants, when you talk about young ladies, there's some challenges there. So when you look at it, what challenges do you come up with?
Yeah, so as you said, for anyone coming to a new country, it's a very unique experience. And for our young people, it can be particularly overwhelming, especially as they're still navigating life. They're transitioning from a young person into adulthood. So we have the issue of just finding safe spaces, permanent homes where our young people can live. There's a language barrier. A lot of the times, immigrant young people don't speak or speak little to no English. There are economic issues with finding jobs or enrolling in job training programs because a lot of the times their work authorizations or their work experiences outside of the U.S. I'm sorry, I don't.
No, you're doing good. I got you.
I feel like I got side railed. That's not what I wanted to say.
But you hit the nail on the head for me.
Okay.
And I want to talk about legal advocacy, right? Because it's huge. I think that a lot of immigrants right now really find the fact of getting legal services can sometimes be challenging and daunting. But I know that you guys do a great job of really trying to bridge that gap and take the pressure off.
Yeah, there are a lot of, within that sector specifically, accessing legal services, there are a lot of specific barriers that our young people are facing. One is education and just information about their rights and about their status and about the options available to them toward a path toward citizenship. Another huge issue is cost, and also with that, a lack of ability to access a lot of the lower cost or free services that are available because so many more people need them than there are funded, spots available for clients to get in. So we are trying to address as many of those as we can and take in as many people as we can with our capacity to provide free services, to provide a lawyer who is responsive and who can answer your questions anytime that you have them. And who makes it really clear where you are in your process and what your rights are at each stage.
Given the fact that we're in a divisive climate right now, and we know that the political, I should say, the polarization of people is at the forefront, right? I think about the fact of people who need community and also that sense of belonging. And I know that you guys do a great job of really bringing that and fostering that sense of belonging. For you, talk to us about what that means for your client and how you as an agency really try to do that.
Yeah, so we allow our members to guide each interaction. We acknowledge that each of our members bring a unique experience to the space, their unique identities are all valued within the space. And we allow them to guide our interactions. And we're there just as support as they make these decisions. We're constantly asking for feedback on what they want to see within our community, what we're doing, what we're not doing, and how we can make our services better. We are, for example, if we're hosting an event, we're asking them, what type of food do you want? Because who best knows what they want besides a young person?
Right.
So I would say we over communicate. We're always
Yes.
asking, and we strategically implement those feedbacks into our programs.
And you have a young leadership board too, right? So for those persons who are on that board, what do they experience?
Tell us about Youth Leadership Board.
Yes.
Yaniel has a lot of experience with, we call it just YLB around the office,
Okay.
but it's one of our coolest programs.
Yes, definitely. So our Youth Leadership Board creates a safe space where our young people can come in, share ideas, provide future programming, what we call it wishful thinking, about what they would like to see around the Brave House. And most importantly, they are able to gain leadership skills and build on their confidence both personally and professionally. So this is a group of 12 young people. We get together every month. It's, as I said, a paid opportunity because we value their time and their feedback. The topics that we choose each month are chosen by the members, and we allow the members themselves to facilitate these meetings. In December, we had a workshop at Google where the Google facilitators, the Google staff volunteered that workshop. We are inviting our Youth Leadership Board members to our board meetings so they can gain information on like organizational strategies. And I think that's very important to build, those professional skills as they advance in their journeys.
Yeah. So between the ages of 16 and 24?
Yes.
And so if somebody wants to participate, become a part, what's the criteria?
Well, it's just that 16 to 24, being a young immigrant or first generation in this country, and being a young woman or a gender-expansive youth. That's it.
That's all.
Yeah.
Just come to us. That's it.
That's all it takes. And I know also you do great work with new mothers.
Yes, we work with new moms. We have about 40 moms in our community and about between 40 and 50 brave babies right now. And a lot of what that programming looks like has been support groups specifically for moms. We have a group chat on our private mobile app that's just for members, where moms can share about different resources or ask questions, or we can share about resources that are coming up for us. And we also provide free childcare at all of our events for any moms who would like to participate but would like a breather from baby. And depending on the event, or even just coming and having a meeting with us, that can be really meaningful time for them to just take for themselves and not have to focus on being the primary caregiver, which is what they're focusing on for the most part in our community, like 24/7. So just offering some respite and offering free diapers as well. This is a really exciting one. We had an event recently in Harlem, and we gave away over 5,000 diapers on that day. We work with the Brooklyn Diaper Project. They're super awesome, and the Family Beehive as well. They're a distribution partner of ours, and it's been really awesome receiving a huge pallet of diapers once a quarter, and then just calling all of our moms, calling other moms into the community, and other family members are coming through just to pick up diapers.
That's amazing. And when you look at the work that you do, obviously it's got to be rewarding from the fact that you're making a difference in so many people's lives. When you look at the agency, how would you define its impact?
I would say, in regards to success stories, we see it all the time in the office. We have a grateful wall.
Yes.
So where we're constantly tracking progress about our members. So if someone got a new job, it's written on a sticky note and just on that wall. If someone got into an internship opportunity, we're actually celebrating that. I would say I have witnessed or programmed someone transitioning into a program as a young adult, and them attending career readiness workshops, alongside navigating their immigration journey, and like actually watching that transition of like becoming a young adult, actively involving in our community. So once they reach the age of 25, we're not like goodbye, it was nice knowing you. They have the option to volunteer and be a mentor for new and continuing members. So yeah, we see it over and over again.
I think, you know, on our small team, we talk a lot about how to best measure impact. And it's a really difficult conversation sometimes because we try to be somewhere that, people can come to us for what they need. So some people in our community, one year will maybe engage at 1 or 2 events, and then the following year, they have an active case that is being managed by someone with us. So you could look at like the financial distribution that we do every year. You can check out our impact report on our website. But I think a really cool way, like Yaniel said, of measuring our impact is looking at the story of someone's journey with us, looking at where they were at when they arrived with us, and looking at the support that we were able to provide and all of the things that we were able to empower them to do themselves. Lots of cool stories.
And so for somebody that's out there saying, listen, you know, I'm thinking about really contacting you, but I'm a little nervous, what advice would you give them?
Ooh, we're so friendly.
Yeah.
We're so friendly. A really big part of what we do is radical hospitality. So if you come to our office, we'll offer you a hot cup of tea. We'll offer you a hug if you're comfortable with that.
Right.
We'll offer you a little chill time in the healing room to have a little meditation moment if you'd like. And we're always greeting people with a smile. We're curious about you. We want to know about your story, of course, but we also want to know about like your favorite animal and your favorite color and like what museum do you want to go to with us one day. So if we seem intimidating at all, it's a misnomer. And we speak Spanish. Hablamos español.
See? There you go. So stop on by the Brave House.
Yes.
Sure, Yaniel, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much.
Glad to have you. All right, well, listen, if you want more information about the Brave House, you can visit the website at thebravehouse.com. Encouraging you to don't go anywhere. We're going to be back with more Open coming up right after this.